Good morning. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday to all of you. I hope everybody is okay, safe, you, your families, and your friends, okay? My name is Diana, and I'm going to be with you giving this webinar today. Before we start, please let me know if you can see my screen. Also, if you can see my cursor moving around, okay? If you can hear me clearly, so we can start. Okay, you can chat with me. There is a chat icon here. You can say yes, we can hear you, or ask any questions during this webinar. So I will see your questions and I will answer the doubts that you will have about today's subject. Okay, so if anybody can please let me know if you can hear me okay, and see my screen and see my cursor and everything is working. Okay, so we can start. Also, you have another icon there. There is the Q&A icon. See your comments. Excellent. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, so let's start. Today's webinar is going to be about the searches, okay, that you can do in your main product, okay, in ReFX in your main product, whatever it is. Platinum, professional, or professional dialer. Of course, if you have professional dialer, then you will be able to do searches, for example, for vacant properties. Or if you are an agent, then you will be able to do searches for properties that are expired, okay? I will show you. So for that, the first thing that you need to do is log in your account. If you are already logged in, like me, okay, you will see this black bar right here, and you will say that it says account. So go to settings and the system will enter your control panel. In my case, I already have it open right here at the top, okay? So as soon as you log in into your account, the system will take you here. This is okay, that you have access depending of the product that you have, okay? In my case, I have professional dialer, so that gives me access to everything. This is the most popular product, okay? Because it also contains the new Skip Trace program that we have, so you can find owners, emails, and phone numbers in your follow-up, okay? You will also have access to Home Deal Finder, Buyers Pro, and Lead Generator. These three right here, there are sub-products, okay? That are on the system for anybody that has a ReFX account, either if it's Platinum, Professional, or like me, Professional Dialer. And right here at the top, you will also see the B&B Investor icon and the Deal Generator icon. If you don't see these two, it's because you are not using Google Chrome. And remember that Google Chrome is the recommended browser, so you will be able to see everything from your control panel, okay? To access these two, you just need to click on, it will open a new tab in your browser, okay? And you need to log in using the email and the password that you use for ReFX, okay? The same login information. Now, let's start. So I was telling you that today a webinar is going to be about the searches, okay, that you can do from your main on this icon. In my case, Professional Dialer is my product, so I'm going to click on it. And the system will take you directly to the search tab right here to your left side. So here is where you will find all the filters, okay, that you can select, okay? Remember that you can scroll down, you can select open any of these squares right here, so you can see all the filters that you have access in order to start selecting the parameters that you want to search with the icon right here at the top upper right. And depending of the resolution of your screen, you will see also right here the map, okay? If you don't see it, it's because your resolution is a little bit smaller, okay? Small. So you will see another icon here at the top that it says map view. So if you open it, you will see the map, and if you go back, you will see the filters right here, okay? Excellent. So let's start. Let me explain you first of all the filters and where you can find them, and then we are going to do a couple of searches here, okay? So the first thing thing that you need to always have in mind that you need to select is everything that is right here at the top, okay, of this dotted line right here. These are the general filters. So, okay, so let's start always selecting the type of data that you want to search, okay? This is what is going to show you the results or the type of deals that you want to find. So you open this drop-down list, and right here you need to select if you want to search for all the properties that are registered on public records, properties that are listed for sale, properties that are for rent, okay? Remember that listed for sale, this type is, they are with an agent. So they are also might be on the MLS if the agent have the properties there on the MLS. So you will find, okay? Properties that are for rent are also with an agent. Properties that are no longer active for sale. These are properties that were recently on the MLS or listed for sale with an agent, but these properties are maybe pending or under contract, okay? They are trying to get done with the sale of the property, and that's why they were recently either withdrawn or again, they could be under contract or pending. Then you will see the type of data for sale by owner. So these are the properties that are only with an owner, with a person, okay? Not with an agent. The agent is not here, so this property is not listed on the MLS. Foreclosure, sorry, are properties that are in a specific foreclosure status. They could be either pre-foreclosed or foreclosed already, like REOs type of properties. And properties that have original mortgage information, okay? So this is the first thing that you need to select when you are doing a search. Then you can go right here at the top. Let's say that you only want to find one property particularly, only one. So write down the address, whatever is the address. Let's say that the address is this one, Southwest, I don't know, 10th Street, okay? That's it. You don't need to write down here neither the city, neither the zip code, because there are filters, okay, particularly filtered for those. But if you are looking for a specific property, you don't need neither to select the city or the zip code. Just select the county where this address is located, then click upper right where it says search on this magnifying glass icon, okay? And the system will take you to that specific address, okay? That is if you want to find only one. Now, if I don't want to find only one, I can remove the address, all the parameters that I have selected, okay? If I want to begin from the beginning, if I want to begin, of course, okay? You just click on clear and the system will restart, will delete all the parameters that you had there selected. Okay, you, depending of the access that you choose to have, you can have access to all the 67 counties in Florida, okay, like me, or you can have only access to one county. Remember that if you only have access to one county, please contact us. We can help you to do an upgrade. Because if you choose to have all counties, then you will also have the properties, okay, for other states. At the moment in REFX, we are in 4 states. So selecting all counties, you will also have Florida, Maryland, New Jersey, and California, okay? So you can do searches in those 4 states. Again, that is choosing all counties. And if you don't have all counties, you can contact us. You can just click right here on this chat icon where we are live Mondays to Fridays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sorry, to 6 p.m. Eastern time. So you can just say, hello, I want to upgrade my account. I want to have access to all counties. We will tell you exactly how much you will need to pay, or if we can do like a pro rate, okay, for the rest of the month that you already pay, we can also give you that information. Excellent. Now, city and zip code. This is something that, of course, you can just write down whatever city you are interested in locating. For example, let's say that not right here, on city, that I want to look in this particular city, okay? So I'll just write down the name of the city. And if it's only one, I leave this filter like exact. But if you are looking in several cities or several zip codes, okay, then I will suggest you, let's try with the zip codes to change this. Maybe let's say these are the zip codes, 336, oops, okay, 333-177, okay, or 333-179. But I believe that these are the zip codes in Miami-Dade. Okay, so I want to look in 3 zip codes, okay? And I want to narrow the area like that. So instead of selecting exact, either if it's one city or more than one city or more than one zip code, you need to change the exact and select multiple contains. And that way you can do the search in this area particularly, okay? Then you will see the filter for the type of property that you are interested. You can select single family, condo, towns and villas, multifamily with plus or minus 10 units, commercial, vacant lands, mobile homes, and others. You can also select right here below data, the foreclosure status, okay? So even if you select only public records or for sale, okay, whatever you select right here, you can go then and select if you only want to see the ones that are pre-foreclosed, or if you only want to see the ones that are foreclosed, okay? You can also select in this filter if you're interested in probate properties. So select probate yes or probate no. Or if you're interested in life estate yes or life estate no. If anybody here doesn't know what is the meaning of life estate, these are properties like different from these ones. These are properties that are already under will. An attorney has a property there, or maybe the property is just a recent probate and it hasn't had an attorney yet. That could happen too. But these life estates are properties that the owner, when he was alive, he left these properties, he left this document done, okay? For when he died, the property goes directly to the person who he left the property to, okay? So it's not going to go to will. That is what it is, a life estate, okay? Any questions so far? Guys, let me know. Let me check here the chat. Remember, you can chat with me and ask any questions, okay? Or go to the Q&A and also has left your questions there, okay? No questions so far. Excellent. Now, this next filter right here, the vacant filter, is something that you are only going to have access if you have professional dialer, okay? The dialer, apart from giving you all the tools that you already have in your follow-up, you will have the skip trace, so you can look for properties that are with an owner only and have the owner's ID. Okay, so it might be helpful for looking for vacant properties, and that is also a data that you only have access with the dialer. And of course, because it's professional dialer, you will have the ability to make calls through the system with our integrator sys tool, okay, the Plivo that we give you. So it is everything in one package, okay? Excellent. Now, after you have select, let me clear the up, then you can go up, below the dotted line and open any kind of a square, okay, depending, or if you want to be like super specific about your searches, okay, or if you want to narrow your results by a specific, I don't know, parameter. So below this dotted line, you will see, first of all, the public record filters. Here you will find like a lot of parameters, okay? So let me explain you maybe the most used ones. So apart from selecting general features of a property like number of bedrooms, bathrooms, the size of the property, when the property was built, okay? You can also select market value, debt to equity percentage, or if the property is active for sale or not active for sale from here too, okay? So you can also select the tax delinquents information. You can also look for properties that are owner occupied, yes or no, or properties that are out of state, okay? So you can look for those. You can select any specific values right here. And on others, you can look in a specific subdivision or in a specific zoning, if you know the name or the code for that zone, okay? You can select pool and waterfront. So let me show you right here at the top how you, also you can look for a property with using the folio number. If you have that folio number or the parcel ID, just copy the numbers here and the system will take you to that property too. But let's say that you want to narrow your search for a market value. So right here, you use equal or greater, equal or less, or maybe between, and you can say, for example, this amount, okay, for market value, up to this amount right here, okay, like that. And you will be narrowing, okay, the results that you will get, okay, as soon as you click on search using these parameters. Also, there is the depth to equity. So this filter, it works like this. If you use equal 100%, okay, remember that this is a percentage, or everything that you see that it says equity is a percentage. So if you use equal 100, you will find in your results properties that are completely free and clear. These properties, they don't have depths based on the mortgage liens, okay? But if you select, let's say, equal or greater, I don't know, 50%, or even between, and let's say between 20% to 80%, okay? That way you will find properties that have some kind of depths, okay? But let's say that you want to find properties that are completely upside down. These properties are underwater, the amount of depth is even bigger than what the property is valued for, then you need to select a negative percentage. And you can use something like, let's say, equal or less, and then negative, I don't know, 40%, okay? Whatever is the amount that you want to use here. So negative percentage on depth to equity will give you properties that are underwater, okay? Properties that have a lot of depths. Properties that have some kind of depth, that are going to be, I don't know, a positive percentage, maybe using equal or greater, below 100. And if you use 100, again, you are going to find properties that are completely free and clear, okay? If you want to find properties that have depths on taxes, you need to use these filters right here, the year or the amount. So let's say that you want to find properties that have depths on taxes, I don't know, equal or greater, let's say this amount. So all of the properties that have more depths than $1,000, okay? Or properties with a specific year, you just open the calendar and select the year, or say equal or greater, equal or less, okay? Equal or greater, when you're using dates, it works like you are saying since. So since the date that you select until today, or equal or less, so it will be before the day that you select, and more there, like backwards. Now, on owner, of course, you can find one property with the owner's name if you have it. If you only have like the first name, you can use something like John and use contains, okay? Right here. So the system will look for all the properties that have a John in their names, okay? That is like the keyword. But if you don't have the name, but you want to see, for example, all the properties that are owner occupied, you know, with the owners that are out of state, then you can just select, for example, no contains, right here, no contains, and write down Florida or FL, okay? Or if you are using several states, I don't know, so no, multiple no contains, and then FL and any other keyword that you want to use there. So that way the system is going to find owners that are select here, okay? Then the values right here on public records still, remember we are still on public records. You will see right here that you can narrow your search by a specific billing value, if that is what you want, or a land value, or even the known debt, okay? This known debt is based on the mortgage liens of a property, okay? We don't have the specific liens, but we do have the mortgage, okay? And the last debt register, okay? Now, so let's say that you want to see properties that are, I don't know, with a known debt, and let's say this amount. That's it. Those are the only properties that I want to find. Properties that have between $100,000 and $200,000 as a known debt, okay? So you can narrow the search like this. Excellent. Any question, guys, about this that I'm explaining here from public records? Let me know. Let me check the chat. Bettina, let me check what you're saying. I can go back. Bettina, I will need to see what is the problem in your computer, and that is something that I cannot do at this moment. So as soon as I finish the webinar, I will contact you, okay? Excellent. Now, no questions. I don't see any more questions here. So let me continue. Okay. Now, let's say that you select, instead of data for public records, you select for sale. The system will show you automatically the for sale filters right here. But remember that just with one click, you can just open any square and open more parameters, more filters, so you can select the parameters. Now, if you are interested in properties that are listed for sale with an agent, if you only want to search for one property, okay, let me remove this again. You can just click right here on the listing number if you have it and look for that property. But if you don't have that particular property and you want to find like several, then use the rest of the filters. Let's say that you are interested in investing, but you don't want to invest, I don't know, more than a specific amount. So you can just select something like equal or less, and let's say that you want to, this is your top amount that you want to invest in properties. So properties that are listed for equal or less $500,000, okay? Then right here, you can also click where it says a listing date, or maybe DOM, that is meaning for days on the market. So let's say that you want to find properties that are, I don't know, recent on the market, or properties that have like a lot of days on the market, whatever is the amount that you want to use. You can put something like, let's say, properties that have less than 50 days on the market, or properties that have more than, equal or greater, I don't know, 50 days on the market. Okay, so you can narrow the search like this. If you are an agent, please let us know your license numbers if you haven't done it, okay? Because you will see this remark filter, and you can try to have the properties that, or the agents that have the properties listed have registered about them, okay? For example, repairs, okay? Oops, repairs, or no repairs, or I don't know, any particular keyword like TLC, okay, whatever you want to use, or several keywords. Remember that you need to use multiple contains, and then separate all the keywords, okay, only using commas without any spaces, the same way that we did for the zip codes or the cities right here at the top. If you are also looking for a specific financial status, you can narrow the search using this filter and select maybe properties that are listed for sale, but there are REOs type, or properties that are short sale, okay? Properties that have no kind of financial status or any other, okay? You can also search or filter by an HOA feed, if that is something that you're interested in. Now, this last filter that you will see here for potential equity, that filter will give you access to maybe trying to find the best deals, okay, or the greatest deals that you can find here on REFX. Now, I'm not going to suggest you to use a bigger, like a super big amount here, okay? So maybe if you want to see them all, you can use a like equal or greater, let's say 5%, okay, or 10%. So that way you will see all the properties, okay, that they are asking. Let's say one property is asking $200,000, but the market value of that property is bigger than what they are asking for. So that way the system will find those great deals for you, okay? Again, I will show you this in the searches that we're going to do, and I will show you also the results. But this is how you can use this filter. Because if you use, for example, the potential equity and with a negative amount, maybe those deals are not good enough, okay? Because, I don't know, somebody is maybe asking too much for a property and the property is actually valued for less, okay? Of course, that will depend on the comparables that the property have, okay, nearby or in the same neighborhood, any, I don't know, particularly repairs or anything that has been added to the property, okay, maybe an extra bedroom, something like that. that depends too. Excellent. Now, again, you can select for rent and for sale by owner. Okay, these filters in these three squares, they are very similar. So if you select, for example, from data for sale by owner, I don't suggest you to use very specific filters because for sale by owner properties, first of all, they are not that many. Okay, there are properties that only the owners have, different from properties that are with agents that they publish those properties everywhere. So they are trying to find them. But these for sale by owners, maybe you can try to narrow by a specific listing price, okay? Number of bedrooms and bathrooms, and that's it. Now, let's say that you want to see properties that are in a foreclosure status, okay? Let's say that first of all, you want to look for pre-foreclosed properties. So you just need to select it right here at the top below data, the foreclosure filter. But if you want to see, let's say the most recent pre-foreclosed, okay, because maybe we are a data system and we have all the properties that were ever in any period of time registered as pre-foreclosed. So let's say that you only want to see the ones from 2 years ago until now, okay, or 4 years ago until now, whatever is the time date that you want to select. Then you need to go right here below the dotted line and open the foreclosure square and use the file date filter, okay? This file date, and you can use the question mark to see what is the meaning. This is when the lease pendants became public. So this is the first notice that the bank or whatever corporation give this owner about the debt that they had, okay? And when they register that known debt. So that file date is the one that is going to help you to find or narrow any pre-foreclosed properties by a date. So for example, let's say that I want to see the pre-foreclosed only from this year, okay? So equal or greater, again, it works like I'm saying cents, and I just need to select my date, and I can just, instead of using these arrows to go one by one in every month, click right here and open the year, okay, or the amount. So let's say that I want to see all the properties since either this year or last year, and I'm going to select January 1st. So all the properties that were pre-foreclosed since last year on to now using the file date, okay? You can use maybe between or equal or less. Everything depends on the type of results that you want to get, the type of properties that you are interested, okay? Now, right here, where it says auction, you can also look for properties that are going to be auctioned on the system. And doing that, you just need to click what it says right here, date or amount, okay? So let's say that apart from looking for the pre-foreclosed that were listed, I don't know, since last year, you also want to see the properties that are going to be auctioned, I don't know, next month, okay? So select between and use the two calendars to select your start date and your last date. So I'm going to see all the properties that are going to be auctioned only on July. So July 1st and July 31st. And that way I will find my parameter here on my list for my search parameters, okay? So this is what I'm looking for when I click on search. You need to be very careful not to be super specific, because otherwise the system is like not going to find like a lot of properties or maybe zero properties. That could happen too, okay? So be aware of the dates that you're selecting and everything like that. So for example, properties that have maybe like 12 months already, they are going to be auctioned. But the properties that are only from this year, maybe they don't have an auction date yet, because the owner still has the ability to pay for the debt, okay? So that is one thing. But if you want to see then properties that were already auctioned, okay, and when, then instead of selecting pre-foreclosed properties, you need to select foreclosed properties. You cannot use the file date, okay? So that way you can say something, I don't know, equal or less than, and I'm going to say today. So all the properties that are already foreclosed that were auctioned already, okay, since today backwards, okay, like before this date. And that way, all the parameters are going to be here in my list. And when I click on search, I will see my results, okay? Any questions, guys, about the for sale filters, the foreclosure filters? Let me know, please. Okay, no questions right here. Oh, I do have questions. Okay. We have different data sources, Isabel, for our data. For sale by owner properties, we use different data sources and they are private. We don't share that with the users, sorry, okay? And the for sale by owner, again, as I told you, they aren't like that many properties, so you are not going to find like, I don't know, 5,000 records, okay? So try not to be very specific when you use for sale by owner. Also, maybe in some counties that they are not as active as the 3-county area, like Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach, then you maybe don't find that filter for because it's not available, okay? It's not a data that is available. And do you have auctions by tax deeds? No, the auctions that we have here are only for pre-foreclosed properties, okay? For the taxes, the only information that we have is the year and the total amount of the debt on that year. We don't have the liens and we don't have the auctions based on taxes, okay, for any area. Any more questions? And let me know, please, Isabel, if that answer your questions there. Let me see the chat. Okay, no more questions. So let's move on. Now, let's say that you want to find properties that are probate. So you select probate yes, okay? If you don't want to find them, remember at the top, select probate no. But if you do want to find them, you can also do the same exercise like you did with the foreclosures. But you need to go right here below this dotted line and open the probate filters. And right here, you can be as specific as you want if you only want to, okay? Or maybe all the cases that an attorney has, okay? Or if you know already which is the name of the representative, then you can try to find that a particular case of probate if you don't have the address. But if you want to find several cases of probate, let me just clear everything right here. Again, select probate yes, and below the dotted line, open the square for probate in the ID notice, okay, or even the deceased person's name if you have it. If you only have like a surname or the first name, just whatever it is, let's say Smith, okay, and use contains. What is that? Contains right here, okay? So that way the system is going to find all the people that has a property in a probate case, okay? Which their deceased person was a name with the Smith container, okay? But if you don't know it, then just use the published date. Again, we have all the properties that were ever registered as a probate or were in a particular case of managing their will, okay? So instead of looking for, I don't know, properties that could be probate 10 years ago, okay, in those cases might already be the representative, then use equal or greater, again, is like you are saying cents, and use the calendar right here on the filter for published date. And we can go back, maybe, I don't know, let's select a few months or even 1 year, whatever you want. I'm going to select June 1st. So all the probates since June 1st until today. And that way you can find them there, okay? Again, everything depends on the county, the city, the zip code that you have selected. Then right here below, again, you can use the representative filters or the attorney filters if you want to find one case particularly, okay? And the last square that you will see here is something that is available for agents. If you are an agent and if you haven't let us know your license number, then please do, because right here you will have the expire, and you just need to click on this square and select right here expire yes, okay, and that's it. The system will find those properties that have expired, depending, of course, of the data that you select. If you leave it on public records or properties that are still for sale but have expired, you can also look for those, okay? you can search or narrow using the expiration date, the contact name, okay, or the broker information. Use these filters and click on search and you will see the results, okay? Now, any questions, guys, before we try to do a specific searches? Let me know, please. Let me see it right here. Remember that you can use the chat and the Q&A part of the system. I have here a question. What is the difference between the probate filters and putting probate yes in public records? What is the difference between the, okay. The difference between these two, you mean? If you put right here at the top, probate yes, then the system is going to find all the properties that are probate. If you leave it on all, the system is not going to give you like which properties are probate and which properties are not probate, so you are going to find them all. But if you use this, if you only click right here on this square, nothing is going to happen. Only that the system is going to open for you more filters for you to select and be more specific about the probates that you want to find, okay? So by using probate yes, the system is going to find all the properties that were ever in any period of time registered as probate, okay? So you can find properties that were probate, I don't know, 10 years ago or 5 years ago. Those properties were already, maybe the case is already closed, the property already belongs to the representative, or the property was already sold. So there is no, like the case is already like not up to date because it was already closed, okay? But if you want to find the recent cases of these probate, then open the filters and use maybe the published date. And right here, you can use a like equal or greater, select your dates, okay, since this date until now. And then when you click on search, you will see your results, okay? You will see the full information of who is the attorney, when the probate case was open, who is the representative. You will see an email there for the representative, for the attorney, sorry, phone number, so you can try to contact them, okay? That is in case that the properties are not for sale, because if the property is a for sale property and it is a probate, then you will also find the agent information so you can contact the agent. But this is in case that you want to look for probates only on public records or properties that are not listed for sale, that are completely off market, okay? Let me know, Nicole, I believe that was your name. Yes, Nicole, if that answers your question, okay? I have more questions here. We don't have infos, Fred, about violations. That is something that we don't have here on REFX, okay? And are expired not listed again? Yes, Isabel, we do have expires that are not listed. To do that search, we are going to start, okay? So let's try to do several searches. Let's start with that one that Isabel was asking. So I'm going to clear everything. If you want to find properties that are expired and they are not listed, they are completely off market, again, select type of data, public records. Under this dotted line, on the filter for public records, scroll down, 6 filters right here, where you see for sale, you need to select for sale no. That way you are selecting properties that are off market. Now, let's say that you want to find, let's leave it on Miami-Dade, maybe a single family type properties, but the properties that are expired. So open the, below the dotted line, go to expire, open the filters and select expired yes. That way you are selecting properties that are off market, so not listed, and properties that have expired. And then you just click on search right here and you will see the results. Now we are looking in the entire Miami-Dade, single family, expires that are not for sale. So these many results you will get, okay, using the same filters that I did. More than 6,000 properties. If or in a specific city, okay, let's go back here, and let's say that I only want to see the ones that are in Doral city. So Doral, leave it on exact, click on search again, and you will see expired properties, so nothing. Let me see if I write it down correctly. Actually, let's put this as contains. Doral is like have another name? I don't know. Let's see. Sometimes you need to use you will need to use the specific, of course, a specific number for the zip code. Let's see, I believe that was my internet. There, okay, here we go. Okay, so we find Doral. See, I needed to put a capital letter there because otherwise the system is not going to find the exact city without the capital D. That was the issue. So all the properties that are single family that have expired, that are off market, they are in Doral. Okay, so 248 properties. And these are properties that I maybe can manage today or maybe this week, okay, depending on the time that you have. So that way you will narrow the search, okay, using a specific city or a specific zip code. Now, something else that you can also use is the map, okay? Right here on the map, you can zoom in, you can try to get the area only that you want to select. Let's say that I'm going to move here to North Miami and select maybe from Miramar to North Miami Beach and Hialeah, okay? So you can use this tool on the maps, the circle, the polygon, or the rectangle, and right here, try to draw any kind of shape. So I can use this one like this. Sorry, let me move. Okay, 1 second. My Wi-Fi just crashed there for a second, guys. Okay, here it goes, okay? So right here, I can just choose any kind of shape with this rectangle, okay? Or if I use the circle, I can also do it, okay? Big or small as I want. But let's say that I want to find, like, I want to create my own shape. Then I will need to use the polygon. And just by doing clickings, okay, so I can click here, I can go up to here, then up to here, up to here, to here, and up to here. Oops, let me close this right here. So I can just create my particular area where I want to concentrate my results, and that's it, okay? Because if they don't match to the exact area that I select, then I'm not going to find anything, okay? So Isabel, let me know if that answers your question about how you can find expired listings. Okay, thanks. Let me see if we have any more questions through here. Allison, we don't see expire, we have professional dialer. Okay, Allison, you will need to be an agent. If you are an agent, please right here, just write it down or maybe send through the chat your license number, or I will call you, don't worry. I will call you as soon as we finish the webinar. And if you are an agent, I will need to have your license number so that way I can put in your account the expired filters. This filter is something only that agents, okay, they have access to the MLS can use here also on REFX. Okay, so maybe that is why you don't see it. We don't have the permissions allowed to you, and that is only if you are an agent, and if you have, let us know your license number. Okay, excellent. Now let's try to do a different search. We have a little bit more time. So let's say that I want to find condos, okay, and I'm going to go maybe to Broward. So let's go to Broward County. We were already doing searches in Miami-Dade. So properties that are off market, okay? I don't want to deal with agents, maybe, only on this search, okay? Because you can do several. But I want to find condos. And I'm going to leave this again as public records. If I don't want to see properties that are on the market that are listed, again, remember, scroll down. And right here where it says for sale, select for sale no, okay? Let's say that I also want to narrow my search by a specific market value, because again, these properties are not for sale, so I don't have the listing amount, whatever they are asking for this property, but I want to narrow because I don't want to see condos that are asking, I don't know, $5 million that I maybe myself, okay, I cannot manage right now, not yet. So right here I can use between, and I'm going to select all the condos that are value for this amount up to, let's say, this amount, okay? So that way I also narrowing my search. Let's say that I want to see these condos, I want to find the pre-foreclosed ones. So again, I go up, select foreclosure, pre-foreclosed properties. And because I don't want to see like all the pre-foreclosed from, I don't know, 20 years ago, I will see only the ones that are maybe, I don't know, 3 years ago. Okay. So select file date and equal or greater. So people, condos that have received, or owners that have received their first notice, maybe since 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So again, I can open right here and I can go up to 2018, and I'm going to select June. We are still on June, right? Yeah, June 5, sorry. This quarantine has me like, I don't know which day it is. So 2018, June 5. So 2 years ago until now, all the properties that are pre-foreclosed, not listed for sale with this market value condos in Broward. Okay. So see, you can, apart from using data that is for public records and using the public record filters only, you can just select as well pre-foreclosed and select a file date. So you can combine all the squares, okay, just click on them and see the filters that you will have there in order to meet your parameters. Now, let's try to do this search. Let's say that this is a search, I want to see my results weekly. Today, I'm going to do the search, but I'm going to save it. I'm going to save these parameters in my account. So whenever I go back next week, I don't need to go again and select the parameters all over again. So if you want to save your parameters, you need to click right here at the top, okay, upper right, where it says manage search. Depending if you are a BRIA student, you will see right here the a student, a mentoring student, okay, from BRIA. You will see the searches that BRIA give you. Or if you are a mentoring student from DRIA, you will also see the searches, okay, the type of searches that your mentoring with DRIA give you. If you are neither of these, then you will see almost 50 types of searches that we on REFX have there in your account, so you can use them, okay? They are all by the name for RFX. But if you want to save your own parameters, then click on new right here on this green icon, and let's put a name for this particular search. You can also use the numbers, so that way they are going to be up on the list, because everything right here is organized by alphabetical order. So I can put here maybe, let's say, okay, so these are single, no, these are condos. So condo, oops, sorry, condo, not for sale. What is wrong with me? Cannot write today. Okay, condo, not for sale, and these are pre-foreclosed. Since 2018, June actually. Okay. And if I want to put the same description, I can just copy and paste, or I can put something else here. So I can put, actually the market value, this is going to be, what was I said? 500K onto, I believe that was this that I used, okay? Excellent. So, or you can just copy, okay? Copy and paste right here the same description and click on save. So once you have saved this, okay? And let's say that you went, like, log out from your account, or you need to go, or it's actually next week when you're going to do this search. So you will see the system right here. And just to find them, click again on manage search, and you will see it right here on your list. If you use the number 1, then you are going to see it up on the list. But if you don't see it because you didn't use a number, then just go right here and use maybe a keyword that you have there. For example, I can use since and June, like this, and just click on this little magnify icon, and you will see, you will like filter on the list the search that you want. Now, if I want to do the search, I just select it and load. I will see my parameters here that we already saved, and now I just need to click on search, so I can get the results right here on the system. Okay, so that is how you can also save the parameters. Okay, so this particular research that we are doing for condos in Broward, off-market properties, or properties that are not listed, okay, properties that are pre-foreclosed since 2 years ago. Okay, all the searches that all the parameters that I select. So I can do this search anytime. Now, we can do any other search. Let's try now, let's go to Palm Beach. Select right here from the list, Palm Beach County. Where is it? Right here. And let's try to find in Palm Beach now properties that are listed for sale, okay? So again, you can just select from the data for sale properties. These ones are going to be with an agent listed for sale, and you can just select the type of property. Let's go to single families in this case. Now, you can go back and select something from public records, I don't know, like taxes or market value of the equity, but I'm going to only search for properties that are listed for sale. I am going to see them, like do almost a general search. So right here, I'm going to select my listing price. I don't want properties that are asking like too much. So my properties are going to be properties that are listed for less than this amount, okay? That is like my target. I also want to see properties, I don't know, that have maybe more than 30 days on the market. So I can just select it right here. And if I want to find the best deals that I can get, remember that you can use the potential equity, okay? I don't suggest to use like a super big percentage amount, okay? Try only maybe equal or greater 5% or 10%. And because you are using equal or greater, you are going to find the greatest deals too, okay? So again, this is another search that we can save in our managed search parameters, okay? Different search, different county. These are properties that are listed for sale, okay? If you also want to select the pre-foreclosed or the probate, do it. But again, if you select like a lot of filters, like a lot of parameters, if you are very, very specific about the searches that you are doing, then you are narrowing the search like too much, and maybe you don't find like any results, okay? So if I select here, for example, pre-foreclosed and probate, yes, with the rest of the parameters, the system is going to look for all the properties that meet every single one of these. So if I click on search, maybe I don't find anything, or I just find one property, or in this case, 3 properties only, okay? So again, try to be like conscious about the parameters that you are selecting. I'm going to remove this so I can find more properties, like all the properties that are listed for sale, single family, for less than 700,000, okay, in Palm Beach. And right here, with the potential equity that I use, so potential equity equal or greater of 5%, you will see right here on your results the potential equity amount, okay? This is the amount of the percentage. And this is the difference, okay, between whatever they are asking for example, property number 1, they are asking this amount, but the property based on the comparables that the system also give you when you enter the overview, right here, market value. So see, so actually you do have a great deal here if you maybe buy this property for this amount or less than this, and then if you are, I don't know, if your business is to flip it, you can just ask more because the comparables is telling you that the property is valued for more, okay? Remember that you can also do an analysis about the overview. You can watch the webinars or the tutorials or ask us to have a coaching, okay, about the market value right here too. You can organize this. Let's sort this descending so we can find the best type of deals. Okay, so see, this property right here. Well, this property is like, this must be an error from the agent, okay? Only asking $18. That is not like, I don't think that that is possible. Okay, but here, properties or condos that are asking, I don't know, $100,000, okay? This is the amount of the listing price that you will see on this column, and then the market value. So this property right here, this could be also a great deal. Remember to research one property, then from your result, just click open, and you will see the overview where you will find the full information, the comparables and everything. Okay, in this case, single families, okay, the comparables are giving a market value for this, but the property is only asking this amount. You will see all the information here if you are an agent. You can see the pictures of the property and everything, but that is from the overview, okay? So let's go back to our search. Again, if you want to save these parameters, just click on manage search and let's save it. So I can put this, let's save it as number 2. And these are for sale. Oops, don't want to use all capitals. For sale, this is in Palm Beach. And single family, right? Yeah, single family homes. What is wrong with me today? Sorry, guys. Okay, and I can put here that these were properties that I, with the listing price, so L price, for less than 500K, okay? Or again, you can just copy and paste the same description here and click on save. And then you will see that right here on the list, okay? Whenever you click again on manage search, you will see them here. And if you want to go back from one or other, you just select it, click on load. If you want to overwrite, let's say now, okay, I already see these properties, but I only want to see the ones that are pre-foreclosed. So how can I override the search that I already saved? I just select the new parameter that I want to. In this case, I already select here pre-foreclosed, and I just need to override that search that I created. So open manage search, select the search, it will be this one, and now click on override. Click on yes. Okay, and that's it. Whenever you do the search again, you will see that now you have also selected the ones that are pre-foreclosed right here. What you cannot do is change the original name that you save the search with, okay? If you want to change the original name, I will suggest you to delete, okay? And just save it again with a different name. Any question, guys, about how you can save your parameters? Let me see the chat here. Okay. I will review that, Bettina, your license number, okay? If you already give that to Daniel, then he will have it there, but I will review your account, don't worry. Don't see any questions, more questions here. Let me go for the other side. No more questions. Okay, guys, so that was it for today. Remember, you just use the parameters, use the filters that you have there available in order to have your searches, okay? Click on search and you will see your results. You can start review them, send them to your follow-up, use the skip trace, send several contracts, emails, text messages, depending on the product that you have. I hope that you have a great weekend. Please contact us if you need to schedule any coachings or if you have any questions. Remember that is right here, the chat icon, or on the website, on the reafx.com, the homepage. Right here to your left side, you will see the icon for YouTube. And you can just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please do. It will support us more. And right there, you will find all the videos, the tutorials that we have about the system, the past classes, okay, or short tutorials about anything right here, okay? So the system will take you directly here and you can just review everything that we have right here. So if you don't have any more questions, I will let you go. Please have the greatest weekend, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.